You smiled at me that summer night. The world felt a little smaller, and everything felt right. I thought I found my forever, I thought I found my home. But some stories end quietly, even when they're beautiful. We had a little apartment with a window facing the rain, a coffee cup beside the bedside, and your pictures in a frame. We used to dance in the kitchen when nobody was around. You said, I hope we stay like this forever. I believed every sound. We made plans for tomorrow, we dreamed about the years ahead, never knowing some promises are the hardest ones to forget. I still have all the letters that you wrote with your heart. Funny how something so perfect can still fall apart. We were almost forever, we were almost a lifetime, we were almost the story that everyone hoped they'd find. We were almost the house with the garden and the door. We were almost everything I was waiting for. But almost is a lonely word when you're standing in the rain, because I had forever in my hands, and I watched it slip away. We were almost forever, but forever never came. I still drive past your old street. Sometimes I don't know why. Maybe I'm looking for a reason, maybe I'm chasing goodbye. Your favorite song plays on the radio, and I still know every line. For a moment I forget you're gone, then reality arrives. I heard you found somebody new, I hope he treats you right. I hope he gives you all the things I couldn't give you in my life. And even though it hurts me, I hope you never feel alone, 'cause loving you was the best thing my heart has ever known. Maybe we were just a chapter, not the ending of the book. Maybe love can disappear but never lose the way it looked. We were almost forever, we were almost a lifetime, we were almost the miracle I prayed for every night. We were almost the future, we were almost the dream, we were almost the answer to everything I needed. But almost is a painful word when memories remain, because I had forever in my hands, and I watched it fade away. We were almost forever, but forever never stayed. If I could go back to that moment when you were still holding my hand, I wouldn't change a single second, I wouldn't rewrite the plans. 'Cause even if it ended, even if we lost our way, you were the greatest love I was lucky enough to save. Some people are not meant to stay, some people are meant to teach that the most beautiful moments can still be out of reach. We were almost forever, we were almost alright. We were almost the reason I believed in love again in life. We were almost the sunrise after the darkest storm. We were almost the place where my heart felt warm. And if someone asks about you, I'll smile and say your name. 'Cause losing you was painful, but loving you was never a mistake. We were almost forever, and that's enough for me. Maybe in another lifetime, maybe in another place, we would have been forever. But here, we were almost forever. But here, we were almost.
The lights are off, but I'm still awake. The room feels bigger since you walked away. There's a picture on the table that I never moved away. Two people smiling at a moment that feels like yesterday. Your coffee mug is in the kitchen, your sweater's on the chair. Little pieces of a life we had are still hiding everywhere. I tried changing all the furniture, I tried painting every wall, but a house can keep a memory even after someone's gone. And I know you're not coming back. I know I should accept the truth, but every corner of this place still feels like you. This silent apartment knows everything about us. It heard every I love you, it watched our hearts trust. Now the walls are talking, but they only say your name. Every room is a reminder of a love I couldn't save. I'm sleeping with the lights on, trying not to fall apart. 'Cause this silent apartment still feels like your heart. I hear the elevator opening, and I look toward the door. For one impossible second, I think you're home once more. Then the hallway turns quiet and reality comes back. Another night without you, another memory attack. I deleted all your messages, but I remember every line. Funny how the smallest words can stay forever in your mind. Everyone says I'm stronger now, everyone says I'll be okay, but nobody knows the loneliness that arrives after the day. This silent apartment knows the tears I never show. It knows how many nights I whispered I miss you low. The bed feels like an ocean, and I'm drowning in the space where you used to hold Maybe someday this empty room won't feel like where I've been. Maybe I'll replace the pictures, maybe I'll move on somehow. But I don't want to erase you, because you mattered to me once. And even broken memories are proof that something was real. Sometimes the deepest wounds come from the greatest things we feel. This silent apartment won't always feel this cold. Someday these walls will hear a different story being told. Someone new might fill the silence, someone new might know my heart. But I'll always remember the way you were my start. So I'll turn off the lights now and finally let myself sleep, because this silent apartment is only a room, and you're only a memory. The room is still quiet, but tonight I am too. I don't know where you are tonight. I don't know if you think about me, but if you ever do, I hope you remember the good parts. I heard our song on the radio, and I had to pull the car aside. For a moment I was 17 again, with you sitting by my side. We were young and full of dreaming, we thought love could never end. We were writing our forever story with a pen we couldn't defend. Now your pictures are in boxes, and your name is just a memory. But some nights when I'm alone, I still feel you next to me. I don't want you to feel guilty, I don't want you to feel pain. I just hope the love we shared was something you can still embrace. If you ever miss me when the night gets too quiet, when you look at old pictures and remember our little moments, I hope you smile softly, I hope you don't cry, 'cause loving you was the best thing that ever happened in my life. If you ever miss me, don't be afraid to remember we were more than just goodbye. We were something beautiful together. And even if we're strangers now and our paths don't meet again, I'll always wish you happiness, my once upon a time friend. I hope someone holds you gently when you're tired from the world. I hope someone sees the beauty that I saw in you first. I hope you find the sunrise after every storm you face. I hope you never question how much love you gave, because you changed my story. Even though you left the page, you taught my heart a lesson that I'll carry all my days. before we went our separate ways. If you ever miss me when you're lying in the dark, when a memory finds you and it touches your heart, I hope you remember the laughter and the dreams, not the tears that came after, not the broken things. If you ever miss me, know I'm doing alright. I'm learning how to heal now. I'm learning how to smile. And even though I lost you, I found something true. A part of me will always be grateful I loved you. Maybe in another lifetime we would have gotten it right. Maybe we'd be watching movies in the same room every night. Maybe we'd have a little house with a garden by the door. Maybe we'd still be dancing like we did before. But this life had another ending, and I have to let you go. Some people are forever, even when they're no longer close. If you ever miss me, look up at the sky. There's a chance we're both looking at the same stars tonight. And even from a distance, even worlds apart, you'll always have a place inside my heart. If you ever miss me, don't hold back the tears, because every beautiful memory was worth all these years. I won't say I never loved you, I won't pretend I don't care, because some loves don't disappear, they just become a quiet prayer. So if you ever miss me, I hope you smile, because I will. The leaves are falling again, just like the day you walked away. Funny how the world keeps changing, even when my heart stays the same. We used to walk beneath the trees with your hand inside of mine, counting all the little moments like we had forever time. You told me love was like a garden, something we would always grow. But flowers need the sunlight, and ours stopped learning how to glow. We were laughing in the summer, we were dancing in the rain, never knowing every season brings a different kind of pain. I saw the colors fading, I felt you drifting away, but I kept holding tighter to something that couldn't stay. We fell apart like autumn leaves, slowly falling from the trees. No one noticed when we changed, no one heard our hearts breaking. We were beautiful in the beginning, golden under the sun, but even the brightest colors eventually become undone. broken like autumn leaves. We were falling quietly. Your coffee cup is still beside mine, even though you moved away. Your jacket hangs behind the door, like you're coming back someday. I still remember your heartbeat when you fell asleep with me. The little things I never noticed are the things I miss the most deeply. We didn't have a big goodbye, no dramatic final scene, just two people losing something that used to mean everything. Maybe we were just a season, maybe we were passing through. But for a little while, my love, the whole world looked like you. We fell apart like autumn leaves, slowly falling from the trees, like a promise whispered softly that the wind carried away. We were colors in the sunset, we were stars before the dawn. But some beautiful things disappear before we know they're gone. And now I'm standing in the cold, watching memories fade away. We were young, we were fearless, we were yesterday, broken like autumn leaves, still falling inside of me. If I could catch every falling leaf, would it bring you back to me? If I could rewrite every mistake, would you still choose to leave? Maybe love isn't always forever, maybe love is just a moment in time, a beautiful little chapter that changes who you become inside. And even though it ended, I won't pretend it wasn't real, because the deepest kind of heartbreak comes from the deepest things we feel. We fell apart like autumn leaves, but you were once my favorite tree, the place where I found shelter when the world was hurting me. Now winter comes around us and the sky has turned to gray, but somewhere in my memories you're still dancing in the rain. I won't hate you for leaving, I won't blame you for goodbye. Some things are meant to teach us before they pass us by. Broken like autumn leaves, but beautiful while they stayed. The leaves will fall again. The seasons always change, but I'll remember us before we became strangers. I still have your last message. I never deleted it. Maybe because a part of me still thinks you'll send another one. My phone lights up in the darkness, but it's never your name anymore. scroll through old conversations like I've done 1,000 times before. There it is at the bottom of the screen, a little piece of yesterday. Your voice saying I love you. Before everything changed, I press play when I'm lonely. I listen when I can't sleep, just to hear the sound of someone who used to choose me. I know it's only a recording, I know it's just a memory, but for a few seconds you're still here with me. That's the last voice note you left me, the last time I heard you say my name, the last little piece of forever before we became strangers again. And I know I should delete it, I know I should let you go, but when the world feels empty, it's the only place I know where I can hear your laughter, where I can feel your love, where I can pretend for a moment that we were still enough. That's the last voice note you left me, and I play it when I miss us. You said, take care of yourself, like you knew I would fall apart. You said you'll find someone better, but you never knew my heart. Because I wasn't looking for better, I wasn't searching for new, I was building my whole future around a life with you. The world kept moving forward, the seasons came and went, but I'm still standing somewhere between goodbye and regret. Maybe someday I'll hear your voice and it won't make me cry. Maybe someday I'll remember you without asking why. That's the last voice note you left me, the last time you felt close, the last little piece of a love that I couldn't let go. And I know you're somewhere happy, I know you're living your life, but sometimes I still wonder if you think about mine. Do you ever hear my name? Do you ever miss those days? Do you ever play old memories and wish they didn't fade? That's the last voice note you left me, and I'm still holding on. I don't want another goodbye, I don't want another ending. I just want one more conversation, one more moment, pretending that we're sitting in the car again, laughing like we used to do, talking about forever, like forever was true. But time doesn't give back the things it takes away, it only leaves us pictures and words we couldn't say. That's the last voice note you left me, but it's not the last I feel, because every word you gave me was something real. I will keep it like a letter from a life we used to know, not because I'm still waiting, but because I loved you so. And maybe one day I'll hear it and smile instead of cry. Maybe I'll finally thank you for the love you gave my life. That's the last voice note you left me, but our story won't disappear. Hey, I just wanted to say, I hope you're okay. It's 3 a.m. again, and the world is sleeping, but I'm still awake, still looking for you. The clock on the wall keeps counting seconds, like it's trying to remind me you're gone. I stare at the ceiling in the darkness, wondering where I went wrong. Your name is still inside my phone screen, but I don't have the courage to call. I type I miss you every night, then delete it before it falls. I know you moved on without me, I know you're somewhere new, but my heart still wakes up every morning, expecting to wake up next to you. And everybody tells me that time will make it fade, but nobody tells me how to survive the empty space. It's 3 a.m. without you, and I'm talking to the walls. I'm listening to old recordings just to hear your voice once more. It's 3 a.m. without you, and the tears won't let me sleep. I'm holding on to memories that you're already trying to leave. If love was meant to disappear, why does it hurt this much? Why does my heart still break apart for someone I can't touch? It's 3 a.m. without you, and I'm still waiting for your call. I found your sweater in the closet, it still smells a little like you. I held it close for a moment, like I always used to do. The rain is falling on my window, just like the night you said goodbye. You told me that you needed freedom, but you never saw me losing mine. I wonder if you ever miss me when the night gets too quiet too. Do you ever look at old pictures and feel the way I feel about you? I keep searching for answers in the words you left behind, but every explanation still leaves me asking why. It's 3 a.m. without you, and I'm talking to the walls. I'm replaying every moment like a movie that won't stop. It's 3 a.m. without you, and I'm falling apart again, trying to be somebody stronger, but I'm still missing my best friend. If love was just a lesson, then why was mine so painful? Why did something so beautiful have to become something hateful? It's 3 a.m. without you, and I'm still waiting for your call. Maybe someday I'll wake up and your memory won't hurt. Maybe someday your goodbye won't feel like losing the world. Maybe I'll stop checking my phone. Maybe I'll stop looking behind. Maybe I'll finally accept that your heart isn't mine. But tonight I'm still here, with the lights turned low, holding on to someone who already let me go. Maybe it just changes form. Maybe you're the quiet sadness I carry through every storm. It's 3 a.m. without you, but someday I'll be alright. The clock says 4 a.m. Another night survived. I still miss you, but I'm learning to let you go. I still leave the light on in the hallway, like you might come walking through the door. I still hear your footsteps in the silence, even though they don't exist anymore. The coffee cup you used to hold is fading. The picture frame is covered in dust. Funny how a room can feel so crowded when it's only filled with memories of us. I wake up reaching for your shadow, but my hands just touch the empty sheets. Your side of the bed is getting colder, but your voice is still living underneath. I tell myself I'm getting better, I tell my heart to let you go, but every night when darkness finds me, you're the only place my mind still goes. And I know time keeps moving forward, but mine stopped the day you left. I'm learning how to breathe without you, but I'm forgetting how to rest. There's an empty side of the bed where your heartbeat used to be. There's 1,000 words I never said, and they're drowning inside of me. I still save a space beside me, I still talk like you're around, but loving someone who left you is the loneliest sound. And if heaven has a window and you can see me where you are, I hope you know I never stop missing you. I just learned to hide the scars. I walk past places we called ours, and I pretend I'm not afraid, but every street and every corner knows the love we couldn't save. Your favorite song came on the radio, I almost called you like before. Then I remembered I don't have you, and I don't have us anymore. Maybe someday I'll stop searching for your face in every crowd. Maybe someday this broken heart will finally make me proud. There's an empty side of the bed where your heartbeat used to be. There's 1,000 words I never said, you can see me where you are. I hope you know I never stop missing you. I just learned to hide the scars. You were the warmest summer I ever had before the rain, and I would give my whole tomorrow just to hear you say my name. But some doors close forever, and some hearts don't heal the same. There's an empty side of the bed where I still wish you were sleeping. There's a broken part of my heart that I know I'm still keeping. I don't hate you for leaving, I don't blame you for goodbye. I just hate that I still love you every single night. So I'll leave the light on forever, even if you never come home. Because a part of me is waiting, and a part of me moved on. The room is quiet, the night is long. Your side is empty, but you're still my favorite song.
It's 3 a.m., I asleep, but these quiet walls still talk to me. Your empty side is cold tonight. I'm wide awake beneath the light. The clock keeps counting every breath, like it knows what we have left. I close my eyes to hear your name, but silence always sounds the same. If memories could hold my hand, maybe I'd still understand how two hearts full of love turned into strangers overnight. It's 3 a.m., I'm crying again, talking to shadows that answer like friends. Your picture still smiles from the edge of my bed, while 1,000 unspoken words echo instead. I'm holding on to what we were, even though your voice is just a blur. If love could hear me one more time, it would find me here at 3 a.m. crying. The coffee's cold, the room stands still. Your favorite sweater's on the chair still. I should have packed these memories away, but part of me keeps begging them to stay. Every song we used to sing still pulls at every broken string. I'm learning that the hardest part is living with an unfinished heart. Maybe someday I'll sleep through the night without reaching for your side. Maybe healing takes its time, like the slow return of morning light. It's 3 a.m., but I won't hide these tears that fall like midnight tide. You may never hear this song, but it's where my heart belongs. When the sunrise paints the sky, I'll wipe these tears and wonder why some loves end without a sound, yet their echoes still surround. The rain grows softer, the night lets go. I whisper goodbye even if you'll never know. The morning found an empty chair. Your coffee's cold, you're never there. The sunlight falls across the floor, but it won't knock upon my door. I hear your laughter in the wind, like memories that never end. Every corner knows your name. Nothing here has felt the same. If this is where our story ends, I'll thank the stars for what we've been. Though every page is stained with tears, I'll keep your voice through all these years. So fade away without a word, leave me one last I love you heard. Even if we're worlds apart, you'll always be inside my heart. I won't ask you to stay tonight. Love can't survive without its light. But if you ever think of me, remember who we used to be. The seasons change outside my door, yet I still wait like once before. Every sunset paints your face in colors time cannot erase. The guitar softly sings your name. Every chord recalls the pain. Still I choose this love again, even knowing how it ends. Maybe healing isn't fast. Maybe love was built to last. Even broken melodies find their way upon the breeze. Don't fade away without goodbye. Leave a smile before you fly. Though tomorrow calls your name, mine will never change. If another heart feels right, follow where it leads tonight. I'll be grateful for the days you filled my life with light. So I'll lay this guitar down as the evening wraps around. Every note will carry you long after this song